Welcome back, friends. November the 27th, and we continue our discussion of walking by the Spirit. Part B, dancing. Well, I'm not very good at dancing physically. A bit like a marionette with wrapped up strings, tangled strings. But nevertheless, we're talking about living, walking by the Spirit. And it's a command that every Christian walk by the Spirit, not just for like a super spiritual superior class, a remnant of Christians, but and even then on special occasions. But no, this is a command for every Christian for every day. So in Galatians 5 verse 16, it gives the instruction to keep walking by the Spirit, and you will carry out no fleshly desire at all. Pneumate peripateta. Keep walking continually, constantly by the Spirit. So in the days of Aristotle, his students were known as peripatetics because of their habit of following their teacher around. For Christians, this means praying for wisdom, to listen only to the Spirit, to tune in to the Spirit as our teacher. Humbly then following his leading day by day. So there's an ever-present danger of listening to the voice of false teachers or exalting a gifted teacher as the voice of God, rather than simply someone expressing his observations. So we have to be extra careful. We get these warnings particularly in the epistles of 1 John, 2nd and 3rd John repeatedly. So this is this walking by the Spirit is not to a deeper, mystical, higher life. This is the normal Christian life. Having said that, we can also assert that the will of God is not primarily a plan for a person. The will of God is, in a word, Jesus. He is the encapsulation of God's will. So it's, see, as we read Romans 8 verse 9 to 14, I'll read it from the Holmans, and we get this idea of Jesus' involvement, because the Spirit is called Christ's Spirit. You, however, are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, since the Spirit of God lives in you. But if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he does not belong to him. All those led by God's Spirit are God's sons. So Christ's Spirit, God's Spirit, is our dance partner, leading us in the right steps in sync with the rhythm of Jesus' love. It's not our job to struggle to find God's will, but to rest in confidence that he will reveal his will as he holds us in his embrace, leading us across the ballroom of grace. When you read Acts 16, verse 6 to 10, in our own time, you'll see how God, through Christ's Spirit, led the apostles across from city to city and said, no, I want you here. No, I want you northwest. And until they realized the developing will of Christ for them by the Spirit and found where God wanted to place them to preach the gospel. So as the life of a Christian unfolds gradually, each step of progress should be in full dependence on Christ's indwelling Spirit. And the Spirit will produce his fruitage and provide enablement to follow his graceful direction in our lives. So in summary, let the Spirit lead you a merry dance today. Have joy, my friend.